Hey guys, so today was a pretty fucking unproductive day, like really unproductive. Um, I got up too early. I didn't have enough sleep. I played games the whole day. I went to gym and I hit a new PR, which was pretty good. But then I came back and played video games. And the one thing that I've realized is video games is the thing holding me back, and I wanted to understand why. Because it's the way you should view it if you're in a situation like mine is that the reason why you play games instead of doing work that empowers you for the future, if it's not escapism, right? If your life isn't so shit that you need video games to escape, if you just play video games because you play video games too much, I think the reason is that in video games, especially in competitive video games, I don't play video games casually. It is purely competitive. I play ranked, I only play ranked, and the reason why I'm so dedicated to playing video games is because success comes easy to me in the games. And I think a lot of people might resonate with that only play competitive games. Um, for example, right? Let's compare video games in an actual sport, esports and sports. In sports, right, you play basically one game a day. You prepare the whole day for that day. There's like weeks of conditioning, yada yada yada, just for that one competitive moment. And let's just say the game takes an hour and a half, right? With video games, you get that sense of community, that sense of teamwork in competitive. Let's say, you can play fucking as many games as you want. There's always that competitive edge, and the win loss feeling is the same as in the sports setting. And for me, it's you do the things that you know you're good at, that you know you're going to find success in. And how I view it is that if I just sit down and let's say aim train that I do for 20 minutes, I'll literally win most of my games that day because my performance was good. Um, if you're good at video games, it's going to be very hard to quit because you're going to eliminate something you're really good at, and you're going to try replace it, which isn't a good thing to do. You want to add instead of replace, but most of the time you're going to replace it with something that you're shit at. And when you don't get that feeling of accomplishment from the new thing you added, you go back to video games because you know you're good at them, and they're fun because you're good at them, because you can very quickly see progress through a rank, right? It's so clever how they keep you trapped. There's always your rank. You can rank up, you can lose, you can go on a 12 game loss, and you'll play the next game to win the next 12 games to go back to where you were. It's it's insane how we treat video games like a real sport, or like a real life sport, like you are in real life. Um, it's it's easy success. It's really easy success, and I think that's what's so addictive. Um, I don't know anyone that is really addicted to games that are shit at games. So I think what's happened is that if I take a good look at myself, an honest look at myself, I have two main goals and two other sub goals, which shouldn't be sub goals. My main two goals right now, if I'm being completely honest with me, is getting stronger and bigger at the gym, and second of all, ranking up in fucking Valorant. That sounds sad as shit because it is sad as shit, but that's literally like that's what I think about. Now the other two is to get better academics and grow my business. Uh, so those two should really not be below the first two. Um, Maybe gym, but no, I would actually put gym below those two. So it's really a question of where do I set those goals? How important are these things to me? And if I'm being honest, I don't know how to prioritize the other things instead of video games, because I've tried the deleted and focus and lock in, but then I end up reinstalling it, and I hate studying because I feel like I have no freedom. There's nothing to look forward to, uh, which is what happens, right? When when you eliminate all the things you find fun, even if they're bad habits, and you try and become a whole new person instantly, you're gonna feel, well, I can't play video games at the end of the day. I can't watch a movie at the end of the day. So what's the point? I feel like shit. There's no reward. So I don't want to do it that way, but I don't know what way to do it. Um, I need to find something that fulfills me more than video games, and I don't know how to do that because I really need to focus on my academics, um, and growing my business as well. But right now, at this current moment, academics are to be taken as a priority. And it's my holidays right now. I said I'd study through holidays, and I have been, but not as much as nowhere near as much as I would have liked to. I My goal was 6 hours a day. I've been doing like maybe 2 hours a day, which isn't bad, but again, far away from my goal. And I don't know if any of you can relate to this. Like it might not be video games. It might be fucking scrolling on Instagram. I don't really have that problem anymore, thankfully. Um, but like video games, bro, they have me trapped. Um, and I don't really know what to do to help myself. Um, but thankfully, I have 191 subscribers, and I'm sure at least one of them has struggled with this and maybe has gotten over it. So if one of you guys could give me advice, because I'm fucking clueless. Um, so I also haven't been reading, I haven't been journaling like at all. Um, I need to just at least try whenever I can do it, and yeah. So I've definitely slowed down in terms of momentum. I'm basically back to square one in terms of progress, but I'm not gonna quit because this is what I always do. A month in, around about now, I get to this point where I've gone back to my old habits, and I stay there for another 6 months before I get motivated again. So tomorrow, I'm gonna write down on my notebook before I play video games, because I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna play video games. Before I play video games, I have to do at least an hour of physics. So that's my goal for tomorrow. And yeah, cheers guys.